Let's start off talking about Scotland. They're going to have to wait a little bit longer for Euro 2024 qualification. They were beaten 2-0 by Spain last night, despite only needing a point to qualify. The Scotland manager, Stevie Clarke, spoke after the game and said it was harsh to disallow Scott McTominay's wonderful free kick.
At the time, you think it's a goal. You know, when the referee gets told to look at it, they're probably going to chalk it off. They've made the call, so there's no point in going on and on about it. If you look at what they've called it, I think there was a little bit of confusion at the time whether it was offside or whether it was for a foul on the goalkeeper. I think if you put those two together, Jack Henry was marginally offside, and then I think when he steps towards the goalkeeper, they've interpreted that as Jack then becoming involved in the play. But I'll tell you now, there's no way in the world the goalkeeper was saving that, no matter where Jack Henry was.
It wasn't a foul on the goalkeeper.
No, it wasn't.
That was a terrible decision.
Even when you see the goal go in and you look at the Spain players, not one player goes...
Or the keeper.
Nobody. Absolutely nobody.
Terrible decision, disallow that. Unbelievable free kick, by the way. If Mbappe scores that at St James's last week, we all go nuts. He's 26 years old, Scott McTominay. There was a time where United fans, when he teamed up with Fred, and it was McFred, there was a time United fans were like, oh, not these two again.
Yeah.
But Fred's gone, but fair play to McTominay. He's battled, come off the bench last week with 10 minutes ago, not only got the equaliser, got the winner.
Yeah.
United have had too many problems in too many key areas, certainly in the middle of the park, actually.
Yeah.
That tells me that they haven't sorted that out yet. I don't think there's a play. Even Casemiro this season hasn't looked great. Eriksen's not
looks
looked
like
great.
He's got no legs, doesn't he?
They've got Amrabat's coming. I'm not too sure yet. I just wonder, does he deserve, Scott McTominay, a start on a run in Manchester United's team?
Do you know what the thing is about Scott McTominay is that I think you know what you're going to get from him. I think you know full well he won't shirk responsibility. I know there was that footage that came out. Who did you guys play in Europe? Was it BeIN? And there was a video of him coming on the pitch and then him trying to run back and he wasn't really putting a sprint in. Do you remember that video that emerged on social media? And people were kind of using that to throw that in. And I thought that was a little bit harsh.
Yeah.
But I think, listen, I think he's a good, honest pro, I'd probably say. I think if you're trying to get to where you need to get to, I don't necessarily believe that he's...
Manchester United?
Yes.
Right.
If you're trying to get to that level to close the gap on Arsenal, Liverpool, City, that top, then I think he's probably not the answer. But when you've made a good point there. When you look at how Manchester United have started this season and the performances of Fernandes, Eriksen, Casemiro, not been good enough. I think he'd probably... A bit like Harry Maguire. Probably deserves an opportunity because it's not like they deserve one chance. They've been bad, so that's it. They should never get in again. McTominay is always honest, I think. Always gives it a go. And I've said it before. When he plays for Scotland, he turns into YAYA TOURÉ. So you can
6 now. You
can see the way that Steve Clarke's getting the best out of him for Scotland. I know it's a different beast, Manchester United, but why would you not give him the opportunity? He comes on against Brentford, completely changed the game. Like, I'm not saying he saved Ten Hag's job, but he certainly eased the pressure on Ten Hag for a couple more weeks. Just give him an opportunity to go out and play.
Is he better than Mason Mount?
No, I don't think he is. Like I went for I was looking in the Premier League earlier and thinking, well, whose midfield would he get into?
Is he better than Conor Gallagher?
See, I prefer to Conor Gallagher. Okay. I think I know what I'm getting.
Does he get into Everton's?
See, Everton's one where I look at TOURÉ, I look at Onana, and I look at Gay. And I think what's the name plays in there as well. Did he play under the his name will come to me. But
what, Everton midfielder?
Yeah, his name will come to me. But I genuinely believe, let me see what his name is. James Garner.
Right.
I like James Garner, good player. Right. Does he get in there? He probably would get in there but I don't think it's a given. TOURÉ's been brilliant this year.
He has, yeah.
And I like Onana, I think he's got good quality. But you start looking through the...
West Ham? He nearly went to West Ham.
Yeah,
Prowse, you got Souček and Alvarez is playing there.
Well, Souček would have been the one that you'd go, he could probably do that role, but Souček started off this season really well.
Yeah.
So, I'll probably say it's a flip of a coin. I think you get into most squads, but if you're talking about where does he walk into someone's midfield...
Does he get into Tottenham's?
No, absolutely not. No? Not the way that they're flying. What, Sar, Basuma and Maddison?
Yeah.
Doesn't get in there, does he?
No.
It's not going to
But
get...
we're talking him up. We think he's an excellent player.
We do, yeah.
But we can't find a place for him to...
Doesn't get into Villas?
Does he not?
No. Doesn't get into Villas?
Yeah.
I just think it's one of those, he might have to go somewhere and
where's his best position then?
I think box-to-box midfielder. Don't restrict him to being a holding midfield player. Let him venture forward, join in with the front players.
So if you're going to find a place for him in Manchester United...
Number 8. Give him a number 8.
Number 8. Okay.
Number 8.
So you're still picking Bruno?
Bruno's your 10. He's like your in-between. And then you've got Casemiro.
Right, okay. So you're playing him instead of Eriksen or Amrabat?
Yeah. Or
Mount?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah.
So you do think he's better than Mount?
I'm not saying he's better than Mount, but that's his best position. Okay. I don't think he should play ahead of Mount, no.
Okay. How much does he go for if United were to sell him?
40 million.
Is that all for a 26-year-old?
He doesn't play any games.
I know, but
If you a lot of work's done on stats. If you look at his goals and his assists and minutes played and all that, he's not going for more than 40 million.
Okay.
Would you like to see him start at United?
I'd love to see him start. Listen, he's been at United since he was 5. You know, he adores the club. Everyone loves a homegrown player. You know, you talked about Maguire earlier on in the week about does he deserve a play. I think if you come on and you scored 2 goals in added on time, you deserve. And you have a week like he's had. I mean, what a week he's had.
There's a difference between them two players. You said there. Maguire deserves an opportunity because the rest have been bad.
Yes. But the midfield, Man United's midfield haven't been pulling up trees.
But McTominay deserves a chance because every time he steps onto the pitch, he gives it everything, and we scored 2 at the weekend, so he probably deserves an opportunity.
Okay.
talkSPORT Drive. Super opinionated sporting debate. Monday to Friday afternoon from 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.